What's up, guys? Alright, so it may not look like much has gotten done since the last time I shot this thing, but actually a lot has gotten done. Mainly, we now have the H233B axle mounted up in here and almost ready to go. I still gotta do the brakes. I still gotta fill it with fluid, and the drive shaft has to be adjusted. That's not gonna be a big deal. We've got the lowering blocks in, the stainless braided brake line all set up and ready to go. Axle seems like it's a hair wider where it sits. I think that it's pushed the rear tires out just a little bit more than where it was before. I like it. It gives it even more of a tub to kind of look to it. So that's done. Sandblasted these two wheels over here, but ran into some problems. We had some water in the air lines, so the sandblaster was not really functioning too well. It just, everything was clumping up. So I wasn't really getting any good results, as you can see here. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. I'm going to have to go over that again. The first one looks alright, but the second one came out pretty bad. So I want to get that done again, and then we can proceed to polish it and polish both of them, and we'll be happy. And then we can transfer these tires onto these wheels and have a full set. The only reason I have the front wheels still, or these wheels on again, is because I'm doing a lot of work back here. I don't feel like flat spotting the new tires by just having them sit on concrete with all the weight tilted forward, because it is on ramps. So I'd rather have that, I'd rather run the crappier tires and be good there. Other news, because I've gotten as far as I can get today with this thing, I decided I'm going to start taking apart one of the VG engines. This is the one that came out of the heavy-duty V6 truck that I sent to the scrapyard a few months back. Really, come on. Some of these technicians out here are just absolutely beyond brain dead. I don't know what they were thinking, why you would use the wrong tool for the job, but the head bolts are all rounded off. Right here. Round, 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 round it off. I mean, there's nothing for me to grab onto. So if I wanted to take these heads off, they're not going to happen. I don't know what they were thinking. Just bad mechanic work. That's just awful. You use the right tool for the job. There's no excuse. But that doesn't matter. None of this matters. All this right here that you see is getting scrapped anyways. It's junk. All I wanted was the two-wheel drive oil pan and the pickup tube. And there it is. That's a two-wheel drive V6 oil pan, and that's going to go, hopefully, go on the VG33. It may go on this VG30 that's sitting under this plastic here. I don't know yet. I'm really kind of playing things by ear. If I take that VG33 out of the Pathfinder and it looks like garbage, then obviously we'll go with a 3.0. I'll be a little disappointed, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So I saved the motor mount. Well, I got both motor mounts now for the two-wheel drive, so I can transfer that over. And I took the thermostat housing and the heater feed pipe off, so I can transfer that onto whatever engine I'm working on, and we're good to go. So over here is the left side manifold. I'm going to plug off this EGR tube. We're not doing EGR on it. So that's that. Let me talk about, oh, here's the right side exhaust manifold right here, and there's the right side motor mount sitting right there. Let's talk about the brakes. Okay, so I spent my money on wisely so you guys don't have to. This H233B axle will not take the 60 millimeter shoes. There is a pin, it's like a horseshoe mount, and then there's a pin that the top of the shoe rides on. And there's different ones for different axles. So the Pathfinders with the 60 millimeter shoes had a longer pin that the shoe can sit on. This one's got the shorter pin, so only the 45s will fit on this axle. But I have 2 weeks before I'm going to be out to visit this truck again. So I am going to scour the internet and see if I can find those mounts available separately. You never know. If I can find the taller mount or the longer pin, I may still be able to go with these 60 millimeter shoes. We'll be good there. The really good news is whether I go with the 45s or the 60s, it doesn't matter. These drums here, these 9332Rs, these are Ray Bestis 9332Rs, they're going to work. They're going to go right on and work perfectly whether I've got 45 millimeter shoes or 60 mil. So I'll be happy there. So we're back in business. What else did we have to do? I got new U-bolts bent up. Those came from Thruway Spring in Rochester, New York. I sent them the old ones, which they had made before for me anyway, so all they had to do was copy them. And lo and behold, they work with this 233 axle, so we're going to be good there. This drive shaft needs to be shortened by 5/8 of an inch. We're just not clearing. So I am going to send this to Fleet Pride, who built this originally. That is the yoke off of the drive shaft that came with the heavy-duty V6 truck. So this yoke here on this end is the narrow yoke. So the bolt spacing is too narrow to work with the 233B flange. So we've got this yoke here, which they're just going to cut off this yoke, cut this off here, shorten it by 5/8 of an inch, weld, or they don't even have to weld this on. They can just pop the U-bolt out, or U-bolt, well, yeah, it's late. My brain's not here right now. They can pop this U-joint out, then just take this off and put it on here. They're the same U-joints, so they can just do a transfer. They just got to shave a little bit of this off, put this on that, and then balance it, and I'll have it back, and I can slap it in, and we've got driveline back. Other than that, that's pretty much everything that got done today, and the rest of it was really removing the old axle, getting all the bits off of it that I wanted to save, and then screwing around with getting the new axle in, getting the truck off the jack stands onto the ramps, and just sorting things. And then once I realized that I had gone as far as I could go, I decided to start working on the engine. So this is how it sits right now. These are just magnets, and they're just sitting there. That's not how the truck's gonna look. I'm just just having fun, just doing stupid stuff with it and seeing what works and what doesn't. But this thing is coming along quite nicely. I'm quite pleased with it. So I'm going to let you guys go on that note. I don't want to take up too much time on this. The YouTube channel is under review for partnership. I want to thank everybody who tuned in and helped put us over the top for that. And hopefully they, well, if they don't, I'd be really, really surprised. But they got to review the account and make sure that it falls within their guidelines, and then they will offer me the partnership back, and we'll be back in business. So thank you to everybody. Even if we don't get it, thank you to everybody who at least got me to the point where they will review it. I think that's more than fair. So yeah, if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, just hit me up. You can leave a comment down below. You can send me an email at nissanrallycrosstruck@gmail.com. You can hit me up at Instagram, which is rainmaker_D21. And of course, I have the Facebook page, which is at Nissan Autocross Truck. I'm available at all those places. And I also have a build thread going for this particular truck on Infamous Nissan. It's under the title auto to stick swap, because originally this was auto and it did have a swap done to it, and I basically cataloged all that stuff there. Yeah, so there's a lot of places to get a hold of me. Let me know, and yeah, we'll just keep working on it. I got some homework. This is my homework this week right here. Get this drive shaft made up and then plumb the brakes. And then I think we'll be good enough to be able to take it for a shakedown cruise as soon as the snow clears and we can get it out. We'll take it for a little cruise down the road, see how it does, see how mad it is about what I've done to it, and correct any errors that I have made. So that's coming up in the near future. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know it's taken us many episodes to get there, but I promise you we will have this thing running soon. If you haven't noticed, there's less stuff in the bed now, and I'm thrilled about that. It actually, we actually were able to get that axle out without having to spin the truck around, and the less parts, the better. And I can check some stuff off the list tonight, and yeah, so in 2 weeks we'll have more stuff going on. Tune in. You guys have a great weekend. Drive safe out there. Thank you for watching.